Hello and welcome to my channel On the Hook Crochet, where we talk about wearable crochet style. And today, let's find out what's on the hook. All right, on the hook, lots and lots of things to talk about today, but welcome to my channel. I ask that you like this video. If you know you're going to like it, go ahead and like it now, and that helps my algorithm on YouTube. And also subscribe to my channel. A lot of you watch me and don't subscribe, and it doesn't cost you anything. It just helps my channel get out there, and it tells YouTube that people are watching. So please do that. Please subscribe and hit that like button. I appreciate it so much. I want you to know this channel is about crochet and about wearable crochet. We talk about sweaters and tops and scarves and hats and things like that. We also talk about diamond painting, and that's my new craft that I'm really loving. I've been doing it for about, I don't know, a year and a half or so. I've done a lot of beautiful big diamond paintings, and I'm working on one right now, and we'll take a look at that here in just a minute. But I'm expecting another canvas to come in from Heaven and Earth Designs, which is a wonderful business that provides diamond painting canvases. And they also are a big provider of cross stitch, and in the cross stitch world, doing a Heaven and Earth Designs is like the pinnacle of doing cross stitch. And so it's become that way in diamond painting too. You have to order your own diamond drills, and that way you have control of how much you pay for them, actually, how many colors that you get. You're given a list, but you can also use some of the ones that you already have, which I haven't done yet, but I am saving all of those from all my paintings and putting them in Ziploc bags with numbers on them, so I'll know where they are, and I can actually dip back and use those maybe in another painting in the future. But right now I'm waiting on a painting from Da Vinci, and I love the classic artists, Da Vinci and Michelangelo, Edward Burne-Jones, some of those wonderful paintings that are so gorgeous, Monet, Renoir. I've done all of those and some others too in addition to that, and it's very fulfilling. If you do a diamond painting, be sure that you select one that you really love. And I really love the classic artists. So every time I start on one, I just get really excited. Today I'm working on, or this week or this month, I guess you could say, I'm working on Irises by Van Gogh, and we'll talk about that here in just a little bit. But also I'm going to talk about a mistake that I've made, kind of a large mistake, but I'm going to fix it, and I'll show you what I do to first notice it and then to rectify it. And I'll show you what I'm going to do this week. And next week I'll be wearing that garment, and with the changes made, it should fit just fine. So I'll be talking about that. I'm also going to talk about project bags, and I've ordered some project bags and they're here. I don't have very many, but I'll talk about that here in just a minute. Also, we will select gift winners from last week's video and also from the Hobie video. All of you who watched the Hobie video where I introduced some new yarns, and they were gracious enough to send them to me, I thought, well, I'll just give these away. The ones that I didn't use to make a large garment, which I did use the Pearly Haze, I believe it is, beautiful yarn I used to make a Slouchy Cardi, and I wore that a few weeks ago. You can go back and take a look at that if you want, but it was beautiful Slouchy Cardi, and the yarn made it just so perfect. It just made it perfect, and I love it. But there were some other yarns as well, and so I'm going to give those away today, so be sure to stay tuned for that. So let's get going. You probably know that I am working on an Afghan, and I'm making good progress, which is unusual for me. Usually I just fall out, as I have for a couple of Afghans that are over there in my storage area. I haven't finished yet, but this is one that is sponsored by Annie's, and it's a collaboration between On the Hook Crochet and Annie's. So they are sending me these kits for their Moroccan Tiles Afghan. This is a picture of it. It's absolutely gorgeous. I fell in love with this because it is a Christmas color Afghan, but these are the colors in my living room. I love these colors. They're deep, they're rich, and I have them around all year. And this beautiful red along here, 2 colors of red, and then all the different colors in here all coordinate, and they're calling it the Holiday Spice Afghan kit. But honestly, for me, it would be a year-round Afghan that I could throw over the back of my sofa or something, or one of my chairs in there. And I would really love to look at it all year, and especially at Christmas, but all year I'm going to be looking at this. So I am now through kit number 5. I've finished kit number 5, and I'm going to release a video about the Afghan and some details that and some advice about those who are making it, or if you're thinking about making it, what you might think about. But I made 6 squares that, if you can see those, they go around the edge of the Afghan, all around there. They go around the edge. And so that's what I'm working on right now. They're just sending me kits for squares. And I finished all 6. They look like that. And they also look like this. There's 3 of each one. And again, I'll go into more detail about that on my Annie's Afghan kit project video, and that'll be coming out in a few days. But I just wanted you to see what I've been working on. That is part of my whips that I'm working on right now. So wanted to talk about another whip that I've been working on, and this is with Cotton Sprout. And Cotton Sprout is a premier product. I really love it. It's 100% cotton, and it's perfect for a summer top. This is what it looks like. I am not wearing it, and I'll tell you why I'm not wearing it. But this is what it looks like. I really love it. It's the soft cotton that you kind of expect from a good yarn company. These are the sleeves, and see there's a little piece of a yarn piece coming out of there, and that shouldn't be there, but it happens sometimes. These are the sleeves and the top around the neck, and then the other sleeve. And I love it. I love it. I love it. It's a perfect size for me, but there again, it's made a little bit differently. And at the bottom, I made some more decorative rows here, but when I only put in about maybe 4 inches of ease, and then I decided I wanted to go around the bottom to finish off the very bottom of the sweater, because I had sewn side seams. I had sewn side seams, and it's always a good idea to cover that up at the bottom if you can. Just go around it with a single crochet. There's another wild yarn here. There, a single crochet or a slip stitch. Well, I went around the bottom with a slip stitch, and it did not work. I'm going to have to take that out because it drew in the sides of the sweater. Look at that. And you can see how it drew in. Well, it took care of all that ease, and it didn't fall straight from my waist. It curved in, and it wouldn't lay flat on me when I tried it on. And I just assumed that it would fit. But even over here, you can see where it took in probably, I don't know, maybe a ½ inch on each side. And there wasn't enough ease for me. I didn't really like it. So I'm going to take that row of slip stitch out and let it fly. Or I might put a row of single crochet, but I'm not going to put a row of slip stitch because that does pull in. That's the smallest crochet stitch, and it's going to make that row smaller. See how it's curving? It's curving in like that. So I'll be wearing this next video, and I will fix that. But that's a mistake that I made. I just really didn't realize that it was going to draw in the bottom that much. But again, there's the Cotton Sprout. I used 3 donuts plus a little bit off of this one, maybe 10 yards, not very much, to complete that top. And also the sleeves are good and long, just like this one. So I'm going to stand up and show you this one because this is a little bit different. This is the Simple Summer Sweater, and it's made from cotton. And I also have another one that is made from Premier Yarn. It's the yarn that changed colors last year. I doubt they even sell it anymore, but it's 100% cotton. Well, it ended up being a very nice sweater in the inside, but when you go outside, half of it turns blue. And I may put a link to that video somewhere where I show you what happens to it when you get when the sunlight hits it. It changes colors. But anyway, that's a little bit gimmicky for Premier. I'm surprised they did that, but it didn't work for me. I didn't have the luck with it that I thought I would because I had to use more than one skein of yarn for the front. So it has a line across it where part of it turns into another color and the other stays white. So Mr. On the Hook really liked it, but I haven't worn it since. I just really didn't like it too much. But anyway, I'll show you that. Crystal's modeling that today, but I'm modeling the version, I believe this is Premier as well, and this is the Simple Summer Sweater. Now, if you'll notice, I'm wearing my beautiful yellow flip-flops, and these are leather flip-flops from Jessica Simpson. Very, very nice and comfortable for summer. It's almost too cool to wear these today, but I wanted to show them in my video, and I'll show you up close what they look like. This is my Simple Summer Sweater. The sleeves are crocheted right into it, and they have a special band around the sleeves, the neck, and the bottom. The bottom is really a reverse single crochet. I'll show you that. Around the bottom is a reverse single crochet, if you can see that. I like it. I like the way it looks. But Crystal's going to model the white version. Here's Crystal. She's modeling the white version, the Premier beautiful cotton yarn from last year. And this is the Simple Summer Sweater. Very, very easy to make. I made this extremely easy. And the sleeves are nice and long. They're not cap sleeves. They are actual sleeves, just like this. They go almost all the way to the elbow. And Crystal likes wearing this when it's nice and soft. I really love the white cotton that Premier was offering last year. They probably have it in Cotton Sprout. I'm not sure if Cotton Sprout it comes in white, but I would guess it probably does. And if it does, that would be a perfect yarn to use for this particular sweater. This is what it looks like on my Etsy shop. It's called the Simple Summer Sweater. And there you have it. This is the Simple Summer Sweater in yellow. And here are my shoes. I wanted to show these to you. Are these cute or what? I love these. Look at the side. They're very low and they're easy to walk in. So I'm really loving it. But I also had to order one size smaller all the way down to a 7.5. I usually wear an 8.5. And a 7.5, I ordered, I had to send them back and get a 7.5, and they work just fine. So length and width. Just wanted to show you those. Aren't those the cutest things? Look at the detail on there. Really love that. Again, that's Jessica Simpson. I love her designs. I have some of her purses as well. I really love her fashion sense. But anyway, there they are. And they're perfect to wear with my Simple Summer Sweater in yellow. Okay, for those of you who follow me with my diamond painting adventures, this is Irises by Van Gogh. I'm working on this for, I don't know, the last few weeks. And this is a purchase from Joanne, and it's a diamond dots. That's what the DD stands for. There's the name of the diamond painting, Irises, and it's by Van Gogh. And very, very nice, 22 by 28. So it's a pretty good size painting. And see, that is pretty big. This is how far I have painted. Now this part right along the bottom, I roll that up, and I unrolled it to show you the progress I'm making, but I usually roll it up and then I clip it over here on the sides, on each side, and then I set it on the bottom of my easel. And here's the easel right here, and there's a lip there on the inside, and I set that rolled up piece of the painting on that lip, and then I've attached it up here with some blue clasps. There they are at the very top, and that keeps the painting onto the easel. They're clasped onto the easel there. And then over here I have used some smaller clasps to clasp it to the light pad that's underneath. Now the light pad is right here, and here's where you turn it on. And that's what it looks like when you're working on it. So much easier than a dark room with dark. You can't see anything. This is so great. Look at that. You can see the symbols so very well right there. So I'm really, really loving this light pad. I don't use it all the time, but I should. But this is how far I have gotten on my painting right here. This is plastic on top of the painting. This is the diamond paint that I've already done. So once I have the diamond painting done, I clip off the plastic so that it's not folded up. And this will be folded up tonight when I work on it. I'll just fold that up and attach it up here, and then it will be free for me to diamond paint right there, that last piece. And then I'll have to shift the light pad over this way and start working on this part of the painting right here. So I just wanted to show you that. Also want to show you a little tip that I've learned. This is, of course, these are the colors for this particular painting. And every now and then you will probably run across some diamond drills that have static electricity, and you can tell because they will be clinging to the side of the container that they're in. They'll cling to the side and they'll be impossible to place. I mean, you go to pick one up and it'll run from you. It's really weird how it works, but every now and then I find some with static electricity, and so I use this product right here, and this is Snuggle. Let me grab it here. This is called Snuggle Plus Super Fresh Scent Shakes. And I don't know if they still sell these. I bought them last year, so maybe they're still on the market. But you can see there, they're little round discs of fabric softener. And what they do is they get rid of that static electricity, just like they do in your clothes. So as you see, I've got some in this particular colorway here. This is the container that it's in. And there's the symbol that I'm using for the iris painting and the number that corresponds to it. And then in the container, I have thrown several of these little discs, and they will get rid of that static electricity. It's amazing, really. Some people say to put a fabric softener sheet, cut it up in little tiny pieces and put them in there. But to me, this is much easier. You just pull out 2 or 3 little discs and throw them in to this container and then shake it up. Leave it for about 2 days, maybe 48 hours. Shake it every so often and let all the discs come in contact with the drills, and that way it will get rid of the static electricity that might be in your color that you're using. That it doesn't happen on every color, but every now and then they'll cling to the edge of their container and you'll know that they have static electricity. So you can cut up a fabric sheet, or you can grab some of these little fabric softener discs and throw them in there, and it'd be a whole lot easier to diamond paint with those. So there's my tip for the day. I hope you've enjoyed this. This is my diamond painting update. I'm really excited to show you some new project bags that I have ordered, and I've only ordered a few of each one. So I'm going to announce these today. They're going to be on the Etsy shop as soon as this video is published, and tomorrow I will send an email out. If I have any left, it will go out to the community. I ordered some of the same colors, but I've changed up my logo a little bit, and let me show you that. I've changed it a little bit, updated it to a circular logo right there, and it looks basically the same, but it's a circular, a little bit softer look. And I thought that these are embroidered on just like the others were. So if you haven't ever seen my project bags, they were in a square logo, and these are Port Authority bags. Very, very nice bags. These are high quality bags, and they're waterproof. You can wash them in the washing machine, actually. So I wouldn't be afraid to buy a light color. And I do love the light colors as well as the dark, but I do love the light. And I'm not worried about maybe getting them dirty along here where you grab the bag and all that, or setting it down on the bottom. Now these are 6 inches deep, and they're 12 tall, 13 wide. So they're a very large bag. It's a very large bag, and that's actually not as big as it is. Let me open this up, and look how huge that is. It's really, really big. It also, all the bags now have a zippered top. I felt like that was very, very important. I wanted to make sure that when you put a project in, it would stay clean and dry. So I ordered the ones with the zippers in the top, and I just really like those. And these bags will also stand up even if the zipper is open. So when you open the zipper and you hold the bag, you place the bag on the table, it will stand up. It stands up by itself. Very, very nice bag. I like it a lot. It's also got 2 pockets, one on each side. There's one right there on the side. It goes all the way to the bottom. And then there's another one on the other side that goes all the way to the bottom. And you can put your large phone in there. There's my phone right there. it easily fits in here on the side, so you don't have to worry about losing it. But a water bottle will fit in the side pocket as well. So I really like these bags. These were my favorite. I like the ones without the zippers too, but I felt like this was a better bag to offer to my viewers and subscribers and my community as well. So what I've done is I've ordered 3 bags of 4 different colors. So there's the first color. This is Stone Wash. It's a kind of a light tan, very, very light, but beautiful. I like that one. I like all of these bags. That's why I ordered these colors. This is Azalea Pink. This is back, and I had this color as well last time. And there's the logo on there, the new circular updated logo on the Azalea Pink bag. And then there's also a dark charcoal bag. For those of you who like a little bit darker bag, I ordered these. I thought they were pretty. I love black and gray, so I thought I would order some of these with the new logo, with the updated logo on it. So these are also, this is a little bit wrinkled because it's been in a package, but there it is with the logo on it. It's also got the side pockets. It's exactly like the first one that I showed you. So this is the charcoal colored bag. And then we also have the turquoise back, which everybody loved the turquoise as well. So there's the new logo on the turquoise bag. It's very beautiful. I love the way that they left the circle open. I had a designer design this for me a while back, and then I had to explain to the embroiderers what colors I wanted, and they did exactly what I asked them to do. So this is the new updated logo on the front of my turquoise bag. So those 4 bags are in the Etsy shop. I have 3 of each color. That's all I ordered. I just wanted to see how they looked and see if this new embroiderer could do the circular logo. And they did a very, very nice job. I like them. They all looked very beautiful, and I wanted to show those to you. But I'm not putting these out to the community. I'm not sending an email out until tomorrow. So if you see one and you want it, there are only 3 of each color. So they're out on Etsy, and the link will be down in the description. If you want to be part of the community, though, be sure to sign up. And there's another link down there for that. And you get first dibs on new patterns that come out. You also get a substantial discount on those patterns. So there's no discount on these. The price is higher than I was paying before, but I didn't go up on the price to my customers. So I just didn't really want to raise the price on that because everything's gone up, and I absorbed whatever went up, and so that's fine with me. I'm not terribly worried about it, but I wanted to offer this to my viewers and subscribers first. Now, there is free shipping on these bags, so if you order one, you don't have to pay shipping on it. You might have to pay tax in your state, whatever that tax might be. But I will pick up the shipping and send them out. Now, they will be sent also internationally. However, the international customers will have to pay for their shipping because it's pretty high. And if you live in England or Australia, where some of my subscribers are, and you want a bag, you'll have to pay for that. And a lot of people did the last time I had the bags with the square logo, and they ordered from other countries and paid the shipping. So you kind of know the drill there. But I wanted to show these 4 on my channel today, and I hope you like the new look, the updated logo. Now let's talk about whips, but before we do that, I want to show you some cards that I received in the mail. And I don't get very many cards in my post box, but when I do, I get really excited. And this one came from Tina in Ohio, and she's thanking me for her giveaway that she received. And so nice to hear from Tina. Very sweet card. Thank you so much, Tina, for sending that. Also, I received 2 cards from England, and these are from Alice. She lives in England, and she's a very kind person. She has sent me some beautiful patterns before that I've actually used, and some other things in the mail, and I appreciate that, Alice. Thank you so much for sending these 2 beautiful cards. A Happy New Year card, which I don't get very often, but every now and then I get those. And then a happy birthday card. My birthday is in June, so you're early, Alice, just like I think you did the same thing last year. That's okay. This is my very first birthday card, and it's very cute, and it's from Alice. It has a nice sentiment in both of them, and such a nice way to open my post box and see these cards inside. So thank you very much, Alice and Tina, both, for sending me those lovely cards. Now let's talk about whips. You know what? I have had this whip on the hook all week, and this is the top I talked about a little while ago that I made from the cotton sprout. And I love this yarn, but I made a big mistake on that sweater. I'm going to fix that this week. So that's on the hook this week. Also, I'm working on a black, if you can believe it. Black is hard to crochet or knit, but I've decided I wanted to make a beautiful U sweater. This is the pattern that I'm using. It's a beautiful U, and this actually is named after a type of yarn that Lion Brand used to sell, and this is what it looks like. This is called Beautiful U. Let me get the tag up there. Beautiful U by Lion Brand. Some of you have bought some of this, and it's a number 2 yarn. It's very small. It's made from, I believe it's an acrylic, yeah, 100% acrylic yarn, and it's a wonderful yarn. I have made another top from this in a different color, but this is what it looks like. It's kind of a melon color. Beautiful. Turned out so pretty. This is Beautiful U yarn. Let me get that right up there where you can see it. Look at the stitch definition is incredible in this particular yarn, and every tiny mistake shows up, so you have to be real careful with it. But this is what it looks like on the hanger, and of course that's on the front of my pattern as well. I'm actually wearing this one. See, I'm wearing, that's what the neckline looks like. I really love the neckline. It's kind of a squared off neckline, and on the striped one over here, I'll tell you that one right there, I actually used I put a band around the sweater, and it sits up a little bit higher than the one over here on the pink right there, and that's this one. This sits a little bit lower, but it's not too low. It's just turned out very nicely. But this is the Beautiful U yarn that I use for the Beautiful U sweater, and that is one of my favorite. I use this quite often. I wear this in the summertime under a black jacket or just a light black sweater or something like that, and really love it. Now I'm making a black one, and this is what it looks like so far. And this is the black Beautiful U. Oh, it's just so gorgeous. And because right here you can tell I don't really need anything under it. But down here I'm wearing this bright yellow behind it so you can see it. But I think when you get it up around yourself so you can't really see through it, I may have to change my mind on that, but I don't think I will. Anyway, this is what I've done so far. And I have plenty of ease in this, so it won't be clingy or anything. Not that it would be, but I just don't want any more clingy sweaters. Don't like them too much. But this is what it looks like. It's quite gorgeous. And the colorway is Meteorite. They don't sell this yarn anymore, but a number 2 yarn would work beautifully in the Beautiful U pattern. So that's what I'm working on right now. Again, this is Beautiful U. I'm not sponsored, and this is discontinued yarn, but it is just gorgeous. I always liked it. I have several colors of it thanks to a subscriber that sent it to me, so appreciate that. I'll probably be making something else out of this as well. But it's a tiny thread, a tiny threadish like yarn, so it would take you a while to make a Beautiful U, but I just work on it when I'm watching TV. It's a straight stitch all the way across. There's no decreasing yet. When I get to the point right here, I will probably not watch TV while I'm doing my decreases, but the back is just one huge piece. And then the sleeves are made right into the, let me show you this, the sleeves are made right into the fabric. See, I've just crocheted straight across and cut in for the neckline, and all the pattern tells you all about how to do that. It's not hard to do at all. Not hard to do. So that is the only whip that I have on the hook. Actually, I have been spending my time with the Annie's Afghan. I finished the squares, and there they are again. You know, I showed these a minute ago. They're real proud of them. And I've also finished off all the ends on the inside. There were quite a few there. And if you'll notice that these look different on the front and the back. Here's the front, all right? And then here's the back. Look how different they look. Here's the front and the back. So I'm real excited about putting that together. So again, I'll release a video about the details on the Holiday Spice Afghan by Annie's very, very soon, the next day or two. But that's what I have on the hook right now. Now for our Hobie giveaway. This is some really nice yarn, some new yarn that Hobie sent to me and asked me to show my subscribers and my viewers. So that's what I did a couple of weeks ago. I actually showed several skeins of yarn, and I had made a swatch of some of them and wanted to show you how they crocheted up and what I thought about them. And I did that on my Hobie video. So if you're interested, I'll put that video at the end of this video. You can see it up in the corner as I'm finishing up my video, and you can click it there and go right to this video. It's not a very long video, but it did show some of the new yarns that they were introducing last month, I believe it was. And one was Bingo XL, very nice yarn. I really liked it, and I made up a part of a sweater with it, but I didn't get very far. But I did want to show you the beautiful stitch definition. And so I'm giving away the balance of this, or I'm actually giving away all of this yarn. There will be 4 skeins of kind of a gray color and 2 skeins of cream. And beautiful, beautiful yarn. I really like it. It's on the lines of a Super Saver. It's a size 4 weight yarn, but it's much nicer quality than most of the yarns you get in the big box store. So it's worth a shot going to Hobie and ordering it. I know that they are in the Netherlands, but there again, their shipping isn't that high, I don't think, and it comes very quickly. And you also can score this yarn a little bit cheaper if you order more than a few skeins. So, you know, it'll tell you on there how many skeins you can order, and you can get it at a little bit more affordable price. So just a little tip there. But winner number 3, I said 1, but winner number 3 will win all this yarn from Hobie. That's the Bingo XL, and I really like that. Winner number 1 will receive the Bingo Hobie. It's a number 2 yarn, and it's quite small, and I made a swatch of it, and I'll show you that real quick. That is a swatch of what it looks like. Beautiful stitch definition, really nice. And this will go to winner number 1. So winner number 1 wins the number 2 Bingo Hobie, and number 3 will win the Bingo XL. But number 2 will win the Honey Bunny yarn, and I really like this too. This is 100% polyester, and there are 131 yards on the ball. Let me turn this around. You can see the front of it, how cute that is. It's Honey Bunny Shine, and it's got a little bit of a shine in it. You can see that the light picks it up a little bit. It's not overbearing, but it's just a little bit of shine. This would be perfect to make a small bunny for fall for that special baby. I thought of that this morning. I thought that would be a nice use of this. A beautiful fall color. It's called Caramel, I believe. They don't really name their colors. This is number 14. Very beautiful though. Honey Bunny Shine. It's a 6 super bulky, so there are a lot of yards on each skein. I had started a basket, and I showed this to you in the Hobie video. I have the instructions for it right here. It's the bottom of a basket, and I haven't gone up on the sides yet, but the instructions are there. I believe I even I went ahead and wrote down what I would do on the sides, and I think that would probably work. This is what it looks like crocheted up. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. Not sure what hook I used. I'm sure that's in the Hobie video, so you can go back and look at that. But winner number 2 will receive the Honey Bunny yarn, and there it is. It's a giveaway. Very nice from Hobie. So let's turn the camera to the computer, and let's find out who wins these 3 Hobie gifts. Here we are at the computer, and I have found a YouTube random comment picker that will work the way I want it to. So right here is the internet site where the Hobie video was, and then there were 144 comments that had the word Hobie in the comment. So let's pick a winner. I think the first winner goes to the number 2 Bingo. That's the 2 skeins of sort of a baby yarn. So let's pick a winner here, and that would be Eloise Gallo. Eloise Gallo, you have won the number 2 Bingo yarn. So congratulations on that. So there we go. And let's see if we can find another winner. Let's go here and pick another winner. And that would be Crochet and Knitting Addiction with Sherry. So Sherry, you have won the number 2, which is Honey Bunny, the Honey Bunny Shine yarn, and it's sort of a Frogger finish. So you've won the Frogger finish. All right, let's pick another winner, and that would be Tree Beard's Home. Tree Beard's Home, and there's the word Hobie in her comment. So Tree Beard's Home is the winner of the number 3, which is the large Bingo XL 5 skeins of Bingo yarn. So you have won that. I congratulate all of our winners and thank you for participating. Now let's talk about giveaways. For this week, I have 3 gifts to give away. And the first gift is the 100% Superwash Merino in 2 different colors. There they are. Really love these. I've made several things from this, including my front and center poncho, which I used a lot of hanks of this, or a lot of skeins of this, but it turned out in the very best way, and I really love this yarn. I hope they don't discontinue it, but I do have 2 full skeins left. Again, I gave some away a couple weeks ago, and I wanted to give away the rest of it. This is the Superwash Merino cream and gray, so there's enough on there to make something small, not huge, but you know, there are plenty of yards on here. In fact, there are 306 yards on each skein, so that's quite a few, and it is size 3. Size 3 DK weight. So those go to winner number 1. Winner number 2 will win the Cross Stitch magazine, and we went through this last week. I wish I cross stitched, but I don't. But those of you who do wrote to me and said you would love to have this. So if you use the word cross in your comment, then you will be in the running for this Cross Stitch magazine. By the way, you needed the word merino in your comment to be in line for the Line Brand Merino yarn. So just as a reminder. And then another Crochet World magazine will be given away, and the person who writes the word crochet in their comment will be in the running for this. So let's turn the camera to the computer and find out who wins these 3 gifts today. Here we are at the computer, and we are picking some winners for our regular giveaway from my last week's video. So I've loaded the internet address right there, and we had 36 comments that said cross. I already put the word in there for the keyword was cross for the Cross Stitch magazine. So I'm going to pick a winner here, and that would be Bonnie Perry, and there's the word cross in her comment. So Bonnie Perry, you have won the Cross Stitch magazine. All right, word filter, the keyword for this particular giveaway is crochet, and you'll see it right there for the Crochet magazine. So let's continue that. And there were 98 comments with that word. So let's pick the winner of the Crochet magazine, and that is Susan. And there's Crochet right there in her comment. And this particular comment picker bolds the word there, so you can see that she immediately, you know, at a glance, you can see that she used the word in her comment. So let's go to our 3rd winner, and that would be the winner of the merino yarn. All right, this one is for the merino yarn. There were 131 comments with that particular word, and let's pick a winner now. This is for the merino wool from Lion Brand, and that would be Kathy Winter. Kathy, and there's the word merino bolded in her comment. So Kathy Winter, you have won the 2 skeins of Lion Brand merino wool. Congratulations to all of our winners. Well, congratulations to all the winners we had today, both in the Hobie yarn giveaway and also in my regular video giveaway. Thank you for participating. I appreciate you, every one of you. And next week, I'll have another giveaway. This week, I'm not having one because I have several that are just now claiming their gifts, and so they're starting to pile up a little bit. So every now and then I have to take a break, and we'll do a giveaway next week. But thank you for participating. Now, in this comment section below the video, I would love for you to tell me which color bags you like the best. There's charcoal, there's pink azalea, there's blue or turquoise, and there's Stonewash, which is the beige color, light color. So tell me which one you like best. I'm going to keep track of which color is most popular. And when I order again, I might order a few more of those, or leave another color out that doesn't get any votes. But I would like to offer at least 3 or 4 colors so that if you want a project bag, you can get the color that you like. But they're all going to be the same now. They're zippered tops, and they're the large bags with the 2 pockets on the side, and they're, of course, zip up and washable. They're machine washable, actually, so you don't have to worry about getting them dirty, and that's what I like about them, too. I have 6 or 7 of them of my own that I had from my last order. So they've gone up a little bit on their price. Port Authority makes these bags, and they're quite wonderful. They're high quality, so I don't mind putting them on my Etsy shop and embroidering my logo on there. Now, this is a new updated logo in the circle, so be sure you take a look at that. They will be out on Etsy as soon as this video is released. They will be on Etsy, and if you're a subscriber or viewer of my videos, or if you're a community member and watching my video, you can order one if you want to, but there'll be 3 of each color, and there are only 12 out there right now. And so they're kind of dribbling in as I can get them. So that's all I could get for this time was 12. So next time maybe I can up the order a little bit. I don't know. I'll have to find out. But because I have them custom embroidered, then that takes a little bit longer to get here. So if you're interested, go out there and take a look right now, and I'll put the link to them in the description box of this video. As soon as it's released, then they'll be out on Etsy for purchase if you're interested in doing that. So I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week. Be sure to look for my brand new Annie's kit number 5 video that's coming out in another day or so. Probably release that on Saturday. I hope I can get it out the door by then, but I'll show you some detail about that kit and some of my suggestions on how to take care of things that I found were a little bit challenging there. So I wanted to show you that and talk about it just a little bit, so be looking for that as well. So until I see you again, join me then, and let's find out what's on the hook.